According to a survey by the Health Promotion Administration, more than 24% of people who are over 18 years old, or 4.62 million people in Taiwan, have hypertension. But many patients worry that if they start taking medicine, they'll end up taking more of it, or they're concerned that large dosage of medicine will cause harms to their bodies. Here's a report to clarify the worries.
Hypertension can cause problems to one's blood vessels. Without proper treatment, it will cause more serious harms to our body.
If the inner walls of a blood vessel are under stress for hypertension for a long time, it will cause the blood vessel to harden. And in 5 to 10 years, it will cause problems to the kidneys and cardiovascular diseases such as stenosis, which includes myocardial infarction or stroke.
One of the reasons that patients do not seek treatment for it is because they believe that once they start taking antihypertensive medicine, they will increase the dosage and that will affect their kidneys. Take Xu Sangjing, for example. 5 years ago, he was found to have hypertension, but he did not seek the treatment at once. Eventually, his symptoms became worse, that his systolic blood pressure became 60% over the standard figure and came up to 200.
其实我那个时候是坦白讲是没有什么感觉。
To be frank about it, I couldn't feel anything wrong about myself. To put it simply, I was afraid of facing it. If I could avoid it, I would try to avoid it. And to a certain extent, I wouldn't want to measure the blood pressure either.
The elderly tend to fear that taking the medicine will end up having to undergo dialysis, but we often see people unwilling to treat their hypertension or diabetes and eventually cause harm to the blood vessels in the kidneys, and in the end they must undergo dialysis.
Taking the medicine is to stabilize the blood pressure, but some patients suffer from dry cough, dizziness, edema, palpitations, or hypertension after they start taking the medicine. Then they should talk to the doctor about what to do instead of stopping the medicine. If they forget to take the medicine, they can take one at the midpoint of an interval before the next time they take the medicine. Otherwise, they should not take it to avoid the overlap of dosage. If the medicine is to be taken once a day, you don't need to worry if you forget once. Besides, fruits like grapefruits and oranges have effects on the metabolism of these medicines.
And the medicine is an element called furanocoumarins. It can affect the metabolism of the antihypertensive drug in the liver. If you take medicines such as Norvasc and also grapefruit or pomelo, the fruit will increase the concentration of medicine in the blood.
To stabilize the blood pressure, many people will also take antihypertensive dietary supplements. But they must also watch out the contents of these supplements to avoid lowering the blood pressure too much or counter the effects of their medicines.
Dietary supplements containing potassium, calcium, or magnesium can stabilize the blood pressure, but it can cause hyperkalemia with some medicine. In addition, the omega-3 or monascas can stabilize the blood pressure, but they can interact with any antihypertensive medicine.
Furthermore, Chinese herbs such as ephedra can counter the antihypertensive drug. If you are taking any Chinese or Western medicine and also any dietary supplement, you must consult a pharmacist first to protect yourself.